أولى ثانوي. فرصة جديدة وحلم جديد وهنعديها بالتأكيد، وهنعديها بالتأكيد. أولى ثانوي.
Dear secondary stage students, year 1, welcome to our English program and welcome to our channel Madrasetna 3 under the supervision of the Ministry of Education. أعزائي طلبة وطالبات الصف الأول الثانوي، أهلا ومرحبا بكم حلقة جديدة وقناتكم مدرستنا 3 تحت إشراف وزارة التربية والتعليم. Today we are going to continue Unit 7. This is part 4. We are going to discuss together Treasure Island. This is chapter 7 of Treasure Island, and we are going to do revision on the whole unit, the vocab and the grammar. Let's start together. So do you remember what happened in this chapter of Treasure Island? Of course, do you remember Jem, our hero? Jem has reached the fort. And what is the fort? Do you remember this word? The fort is a strong building in which they protect themselves in. So Jem succeeded to reach this fort. He was in the island. He was on the island and he was lost on the island, but he managed to come back to the fort. And he told the men about Bengan. He found a strange person on the island. He is called Bengan, who was ready to help him in return of taking some food. Captain Smollett gave them all jobs. Captain Smollett asked them, every one of them, to have a job. Some looked for firewood, and the others cooked the food, and Jim guarded the door. Silver came to the fort. He wanted a truce. Do you know the word truce? A truce means time without war. They will spend a period of time, some time without war, without fighting. This is a truce. Captain Smollett was afraid it was a trick. Captain Smollett was afraid that Silver was making a trick. He didn't want to stop the war, but he wanted to make a trick. Silver wanted to take the map in return. So Silver wanted to take the map in return. In return of stopping the war, he wanted to take the map. He would take them home safely. So Silver offered to take them home safely and to stop the war, but they should give him the map. Silver wanted the map of the treasure. Captain Smollett refused the offer. Captain Smollett refused to give him the map. He threatened to arrest the pirates and took them all for a trial. He threatened Silver that he will fight him and he will arrest him and give him to the police, and he will be imprisoned. He will have a trial at the court. So let's discuss together some of the words which appeared in this chapter. First of all, we have the word crazy. What does it mean, crazy? It means mad or unwell in his mind. When someone lost his mind, someone who acts in a way that is not wise, we call him he is crazy. And of course, when we say he is crazy about something, means he is excited about something. I'm crazy about this film or about this story, means I like it very much. And when we say he is mad with someone, means he is angry with someone. يعني أحيانا ما بيكونش بالمعنى الأصلي بتاعها اللي هو crazy means mad اللي هو مجنون، لا ممكن كمان crazy it means anxious, it means excited about something, and mad means angry with someone. Here we have the word chain. What is the word chain? As you see in the picture, a chain means metal rings joined together. Rings and rings of metal that are joined together, these are called chain. And the chain can be used as a noun and as a verb. To chain something means to tie it. What about the word fort? The word fort, which appeared in this chapter, it means a strong building used to protect people. زي ما احنا شايفين in the picture زي ما يكون حصن أو قلعة. So the word fort or citadel or castle, it means a strong building used to protect people against the enemy. What about the word offer? Offer. The word offer can be a verb and can be a noun. To do something for someone, to do something to help someone. Like here in the picture, a boy offered to help another boy. He offered to help him get up. To offer means to give help. What about the word mist? As you see here in the picture, it's not clear. There is a mist. So mist means cloud, a light cloud that makes it difficult to see very far. So mist اللي هي ممكن نقول عليها شبورة أو ضباب كده, it's a mist. So a light low cloud that makes it difficult to see very far. So when there is a mist, we cannot see the road very clearly and it's very difficult for us to drive. We have the word honest. What does it mean, honest? And the noun is honesty. To be honest means that all people trust you. You behave in a way that all people trust you. So you are honest. You don't do anything wrong. You don't tell lies. You don't cheat. You don't trick anyone. So you are honest. What about the word frightened? As you see here in the picture, this girl is frightened, means she's afraid. So frightened means feeling afraid, feeling afraid. We have also the word guard. Guard. As you see in the picture, there are two men guarding the building. They are guarding the building, means they are protecting the building. So the word guard can be used as a verb to protect, and it can be used as a noun, the person who protects a place. So to guard means to protect a building, a place, or a person. What about the word trick? Trick means an action that is meant to deceive someone. So to trick is to deceive. So the word trick can be again a verb or a noun. It can be the action of deceiving people, and it can be a verb. To trick someone means to deceive someone. What about the word trial? The word trial, as you see here in the picture, there is a judge, there is a lawyer, and there is an accused person. This process is called a trial. So trial اللي هي عملية المحاكمة, the process of judging a person if he is guilty or innocent. So it's the legal process, the process to decide if someone committed a crime or not. So this is called a trial. What about truce? As we said when we read the summary, it means stopping the war for a certain period of time. So truce means stopping the war, stopping fighting between two armies for a period of time. So when we take a rest between two battles, we take a rest without fighting. This is called truce. اللي هي هدنة, عملية هدنة, stopping war, stopping fighting. Now we are going to answer some questions on the words which appeared or the vocab which appeared in this chapter. My son thinks it's funny to play on his friends. My son thinks it's funny. He thinks that it's funny to play on his friends. He plays what on his friends? Tricks, or strikes. Of course, we said tricks, play tricks, إن هو بيقوم بخدع, بيخدع أصحابه. He plays tricks on his friends. So this is not funny. It's not funny to play tricks on your friends. Question number 2. When I saw a large black dog, I felt. When I saw a black dog, I felt what? I felt frightening, terrifying, scary, or frightened. Of course, here we have the word frightening and the word frightened. As you know, when the adjective ends with ing, it means that we describe something. So if I want to describe the dog itself, it's frightening, إن هو مخيف. But when I describe myself, I am frightened. I feel afraid. This is frightened. So when the adjective ends with e, we describe a person that he feels afraid. But when we describe something, we say it's frightening. When I saw a large black dog, I felt frightened. Question number 3. I thanked him for the kind he made. I thanked him for the kind, afford, offend, offer, affect. Of course, I thanked someone because he helped me, so he offered to help me. I thanked him for the kind offer. So here we have the word offer. But what is afford? Afford means to be able to buy something. When I say I cannot afford to buy a car, means I don't have the money to buy a car. I cannot afford, I don't have the ability to buy a car. Okay. Question number 4. I used to put a strong iron around my bike to keep it safe. So I put something made of metal around my bike in order to keep it safe. What is it? Chin, chill, chase, or chain? Of course, the word chin, it means this part of our face, chin, this is a part of our face, but the chain, it means rings of metal joined together, اللي هي سلسلة أو سلسلة كده اللي بنربط بيها البايك بتاعتنا علشان to keep it safe, اللي هو سلسلة أو جنزير. So I used to put a strong iron chain around my bike to keep it safe. Okay. Question number 5. The war stopped due to A, between the two armies, between the two countries. The war stopped due to means because of. The war stopped because there is what? Because of what? Because of truth, trace, and terrace. Of course, here we have truth with letter C and truth with TH. Which one is correct? Of course, here we say truth. Truth means a time of stopping war between two armies. What about truth? This means tell a fact or tell the truth. Question number 6. After the prisoner went to prison for life. He went to prison for life. Yani he will spend all his life in prison. After what? After the trying, trial, tries. Of course, we have the verb try معناه يحاول, لكن the noun trial, it means what? It means the process of judging a person or deciding whether he is guilty or not. So after the trial, بعد المحاكمة, the prisoner went to prison for life. After the trial. Question number 7. We often see in the early morning, which makes it difficult for drivers to see the road. So what is the thing which makes us unable to see the road? Is it must, most, or mist? Of course, the word mist, it means a very low cloud, which makes everything unclear. It makes the road unclear. The mist makes drivers unable to drive. They cannot see the road clearly. So this is the mist, اللي هي ممكن نقول عليها الشبورة أو الضباب. We must learn to act quickly in time of. Of course, this is revision on the whole unit. So let's remember together the vocab of Unit 7. In time of what? We must learn to act very quickly. In time of what? In time of deficiency, emergency, efficiency, or proficiency. Of course, you remember the word emergency. In time of emergency, in time of danger, we should act quickly. We should learn to act quickly in time of emergency, في حالات الطوارئ, in time of emergency. Question number 9, it's important to follow the rules to avoid infection. In order to avoid infection, what's infection? Infection اللي هي العدوى. In order to avoid infection, we should follow the rules of what? The rules of hygienic, sanitary, salutation, or hygiene. Do you remember the word hygiene? Hygiene is the noun. It means cleanliness, personal cleanliness, the cleanliness of your body. And hygienic is the adjective. So in order to avoid disease, in order to avoid infection, you should follow the rules of hygiene. You should wash your hands more often, and so on. So, hygiene. Question number 10, cleanliness includes both and sanitation. Both and sanitation. Of course, sanitation is the public cleanliness, and hygiene is the personal cleanliness. Question number 11. The smoke of the fire was too thick for them to, of course, we have the noun breath and the verb breathe. Here we have to, so we should use the verb, to breathe. So the smoke make it very difficult to breathe. Question number 12. Please, I want you to, these sandwiches, to take them home. I want you to cover the sandwiches, to wrap them with paper. To wrap means to cover something. So I want to wrap. I want you to wrap the sandwiches to take them home. To wrap them with paper. So to wrap means to cover. Question number 13. The screen of the computer isn't clean. The screen isn't clean. It has much on it. It has much. Rust, dust, must, or cast. Of course, it has dust. What is dust? Dust means like little grains of sand on the screen of the computer, so we must clean it. There is dust. It's dusty. We must clean it. Question number 14. The boys could help the injured man because they had learned about what? They can help him in time of emergency because they learned about first aid. You remember the word first aid? They have learned about first aid, so they can help the old man. Question number 15. When she takes an injection اللي هي الحقنة لما خدت injection, her arm swells up. You remember the word swell up معناها يتورم يورم. She suffers from, يبقى هي لما خدت الحقنة دراعها ورم، يبقى هي عندها ايه من الحقنة دي؟ عندها allergy. What's allergy? Allergy اللي هي الحساسية. She has allergy. She suffers from allergy. واحنا قلنا allergy معناها the overreaction of the immune system. Question number 16. The high dam leads to depriving from the silt. The high dam leads to depriving, leads to losing the soil from the silt. So the soil is the part in which we plant trees, we plant our crops. Question number 17. We eat fruits and vegetables. Of course, this is a grammar part. We eat fruits and vegetables. It is something advisable, so we should eat fruits and vegetables. Question number 18. You see a doctor, you look very ill. You must see a doctor because you look very ill. So it's something necessary. So you must see a doctor. Question number 19. There is no parking sign. You park here. There is no parking sign, so you mustn't park here. You mustn't park here. It's not allowed. Now we have translation, and we are going to deal it as it comes in the exam. We have to choose the correct answer. Choose the best Arabic translation. Of course, here we have many studies have shown that it's better to wear your seat belt when you are driving a car. Seat belts greatly reduce the risk of death or injury in accidents. So here he gives us advice to wear the seat belt. What's the seat belt? اللي هو حزام الأمان. So why we should wear it? Because seat belt greatly reduce بيقلل the risk المخاطر of death or injury in accidents. طيب احنا عندنا هنا بيجيب لي 4 choices and we are going to choose the best one. أظهرت القليل من الدراسات. طبعا هنا أظهرت القليل من الدراسات، طبعا هي مش القليل من الدراسات، هي العديد من الدراسات، أنه من الأفضل ارتداء حزام الأمان أثناء قيادة السيارة، فحزام الأمان يقلل من خطر الوفاة أو الإصابة عند الحوادث. Okay, now we are going to discuss more details about what we have studied in Treasure Islands or the important notes in the whole unit, but we are going to do that on the light board. Let's go together. We're going to discuss some nouns which look similar, but they have completely different meanings. Like the word truth. Do you remember the word truth? And the word truth. The word truth means stopping war. Stopping war or stopping fighting for a period of time. But the word truth means reality. Means to tell the truth, not to tell a lie, to tell something real, something that really happened. So truth اللي هي الحقيقة, reality, but truth اللي هي هدنة, stopping the war for some time. What about the word trial? Trial is a noun, the verb is try and the noun is trial. So trial has two different meanings. The word trial has two different meanings. The first one from try. So if I say I have two trials to pass this test. I have two trials. عملت محاولتين. Two trials. Two trials to pass the test. But again, the word trial, it can mean the process by which the judge decide who is innocent and who is guilty. اللي هي محاكمة, the trial. يبقى ممكن تيجي بمعنى محاولة وممكن تيجي بمعنى محاكمة. The trial, the process in the court. Court زي ما احنا عارفين اللي هي المحكمة. So we have trial with two different meanings. And also we have the word breathe. We have taken this word, the word breathe. We said that breath is the noun and breathe is the verb. Breath اللي هو النفس, أما breathe الverb يتنفس. طب what about breathe with letter Z? This is a verb and again this is a verb. Breathe with letter Z, it means gentle air, gentle wind. Gentle wind اللي هي نسمة هواء خفيفة كده. لكن breathe, this is taking the air into your lungs. Taking air into your lungs. Okay? So we have similar words, but they are completely different. They are completely different. We have again the word chain and the word chin. What is the difference between chain and chin? Both of them are nouns. Chin is part of your face. This is the chin. This part of your face, this is the chin. But chain means rings, metal rings. Metal rings. And this part of your face, part of the face. Okay, this is the end of our lesson. Thank you. As we have seen, we discussed together Treasure Island. We read a summary of Treasure Island. We discussed the important vocab which appeared in chapter 7. You have to read the chapter and study the vocab by heart. We have done a quick revision on the whole unit about the vocab and the grammar. And we practice the translation also. Answer as many questions as you can, because as you know, practice makes perfect. Until we meet again, wish you best of luck. Goodbye.
أولى ثانوي، فرصة جديدة وحلم جديد، وهنعديها بالتأكيد، وهنعديها بالتأكيد. أولى ثانوي.